Alright, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Raider coming at you with another episode of the Ramen Raider, the instant noodle recipe time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. And today we're going to cook this up. This is top ramen soy sauce with sesame oil pouch inside. This is a microwave only one, and I'm going to try to see what happens by just putting boiling water inside. I don't know. Cats and dogs living together. Speaking of, here is our friend and cohort of the show currently, until we find somebody better to replace him. This is Matt, the guy who researches things you're not supposed to know about Bella. How's it going, man?
I'm glad to be on the show today.
Yeah, you are. So, you like it. So, yeah, I'm gonna do something that there's like no instructions on here. I don't think I shouldn't say that until I fully investigate. Microwave directions. Oh, there might be words there, I don't know. Yeah, I don't see anything about doing this with boiling water. We shall see.
Curious there.
Yeah. So, when I go out and walk in the morning, you know, it's right on the side of a main thoroughfare, and I've found some weird stuff.
Oh yeah, do tell.
I found this thing to make sure that your outboard motor doesn't drag on the street. That was kind of fun. Yeah, that's good. And, what else? I found a little, like, not a fanny pack per se, but a little glasses case thing, and inside of it was what I believe was like a meth pipe. That was interesting. I kept a little fanny pack though, or glasses, what have you.
Sure, absolutely.
You know, who wouldn't? And I'm gonna do this for 4 minutes. Huh?
And then you donated the meth pipe to the homeless?
No, I threw it somewhere. I can't remember where. I think I threw it in a playground. No.
Well, it's an opportunity for community service right there as far as they're good.
Sure. But anyways, today I found a key item. It's like a video game I play. It's like, you know, okay, you gotta get the magic warp whistle, or okay, you gotta get the blue crystal of Farsight, or some kind of weird RPG dealy thing that if you hold on to it, you're bestowed with happiness and glory.
Absolutely.
This is the dirty skateboard wheels of blasphemy. It's basically like, it really looks like, because there was this, and then there was like part of a skateboard, and it's like somebody literally got mad at the skateboard and had a tantrum and just beat the skateboard.
Wow.
I mean, look at the wheels. The wheels are like, that's from somebody beating this thing on the ground hard. So.
Wow, man.
But I have it. It's in my inventory. I am overburdened.
That's a score. It's a good find.
And with that, it's time for Momofuku Ando Speaks, a short quote from the man who invented instant noodles. Hey. Number 134. You ready for this?
Bring it.
CEOs today seem to flatter their subordinates. This is not the way to groom people. While still young, they should be held over a barrel and put through the ringer.
Wow.
What a nice sentiment.
Yeah. Pretty scary, man.
Held over a barrel.
Medieval.
Wow. Momofuku. Jeepers. I still have to say, there's now a new favorite. I feel good every day because I eat instant noodles every day. That's a good
Sure,
one.
absolutely.
And the other one is think, and think again. When I beat my brains, I pass blood in my urine. That's my like absolute favorite quote.
Is that a real quote?
It's in this book. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I sent you pictures of it, didn't I?
Probably.
Yeah, it's number 42. It's number 42 as well.
He's the dope king.
You know, number 42, what's the meaning of life in the universe? 42.
The answer to life, the universe, and everything, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, don't think too hard or you'll pee blood. That's a lovely sentiment. That's a good way to keep yourself slacking. So we should talk about Mandalorian, how wonderful it is, and how people should watch the whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian is a gift to society and Star Wars lovers in general. It's a beautiful, beautiful show. It's absolutely a delight to behold. It has redeemed beloved characters such as Boba Fett and even Luke Skywalker himself, because we all know that Rian Johnson, in his infinite wisdom in Return of the Jedi, has Luke Skywalker attempt to preemptively murder his own nephew because he saw him having bad dreams one night. And even Mark Hamill himself said that he didn't want to play the character that way, and he was very much against it, and it was just, terrible decision. So he's been redeemed now. He saved Grogu and took down some Empire guys, so he's a legit good guy again, and everybody loves him, and that's all we'll know and remember him forever. And I think I've heard of like this one kind of person who will like just watch the first series of an episode and then be like, oh, you know what, I'm just going to skip to the very last episode.
That would be our friend Stumpy from North Little Rock, Arkansas.
Absolutely deplorable behavior.
Yeah, he watched the first episode and the last one.
Ridiculous nonsense.
Which you may comment below. Please, for the love of God, do so.
Yeah, let's admonish this man for his, great egregiousness against the spirit of Star Wars and in against media appreciation in general.
Well, I don't mind, if somebody's going to have some kind of blasphemy against Star Wars, that's no big deal. But that show, I hold, like, here's everything of Star Wars, and then here's The Mandalorian.
Right.
It's like, there's The Mandalorian, and then there's that garbage.
Yeah, pretty much. So, I mean, the standalones have been better than the episodic movies. The episodic movies were absolute trash. I mean, most of them. There's some good parts of Force Awakens and a couple cool moments in the other two, but I mean, the Rise of Skywalker is a ridiculous stunt.
And right now, there's some big old balding guy in his den watching this, wearing a T-shirt, sitting in front of the computer, and behind him is a big wall of Funko Pop figures going, dude, that's not true. Those are all great movies. They're all great.
Well, he's wrong. I'm sure that's true, but he's wrong.
Yeah, he is.
I do so much analysis. I watch all these reviews of, like, Star Wars, a lot of stuff, but
and we're not talking like analysis when the guy comes up to you, no, dude, do your research, and meaning go watch Alex Jones. He's like, he actually does pour over content, so.
Yeah, it's just bad writing. It's plot hole after plot hole, thin characters, diminished character development of previously established arcs, just ridiculous plot devices to move the story along that, make no sense and are just not intelligent. Contrived fan service and no consequences really having, or no actions, really having consequences, like character death, so they just like immediately, it wasn't dead the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stupid stuff like that. That's what we got from the movies, that $250 million production that Disney churned out after they bought Lucasfilm. And they fall far short of what we hoped for. we were really, I mean, and then, so they, Star Wars expanded and they gave some projects in the universe to other directors, and they let them, they went outside the episodic movies, and they did the standalones. They did Rogue One and Solo. I thought those were both cool movies. Rogue One is definitely the better of the two, but it's excellent.
I couldn't get into either of those. It was just still more of the same crap. It just wasn't fun. It wasn't funny. It was not fun.
Well, it's not supposed to be. Rogue One is supposed to be fun. It's a dark movie. All the heroes die at the end. Like, it's the story of the Suicide Squad that went in to steal the plans for the Death Star. You know what I mean? And we already knew what happened to them. All the Falcons died in that mission. We heard that in the first movie. So, so we were like, what is going to happen to Star Wars? And then they came out with The Mandalorian, and it's just immediately like, it's what we needed, it's what we wanted, it's what we hoped for.
No, it's what we needed and we didn't know it.
Yeah, it's what we deserve. Mandalorian is the Star Wars we deserve.
We don't deserve anything. You know who deserves The Mandalorian? Are the people who made it. They deserve the laurels for making such a good show. But, I mean, you know who's really the happiest? The people doing frickin' the Mandalorian Season 2 in 17 minutes. Did you get that just like totally jammed down your throat and your feeds lately? I mean, God.
Yeah. I watch a lot of stuff about it anyway, so I mean on YouTube there's it blew up. It's a huge phenomenon, and that's great.
I know, but I mean it's just like the amount of like commentary on all these TV shows is just through the roof. It's just too much. Can't you just watch it and enjoy it? I mean, I think, they'll be talking like, oh, the soundtrack for this movie is great. The movie's not out for 6 months. What do you mean? Things like that. I think the absolute height of this is in the Seattle area. I think we got a new, a hockey team? They're called the Seattle Kraken, like the big mythical sea monster Kraken.
Sure.
Anyways, I'm pretty sure they haven't played a game. And you can go to the store right now and buy all this fan merch. And oh my god, the Kraken, that's so rad. Have you ever seen them play? They're from Seattle, they're gonna suck. Come on. So, yeah. I just don't get it. People have to like, oh, it's new. I'm gonna be a fan of it even though I don't know what it is. Did you know that everybody in the Seattle Kraken is racist and hates everybody? What if it were that? Oh, wow. I guess I wasted this $60 on this freaking jersey. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Seattle Kraken could end up being like the Melky Cabrera of Seattle. Which, if you're from San Francisco, you will know who that is because he got busted for doping. For the Giants. That was a bummer. His nickname was the Milkman. It was so rad. I'm like, milk, awesome. Yeah, the Milkman. You want some milk? Milky's got the milk. But he was great. But then I guess it was because he was like really, really high. Anyways, it's time for Rotato to go, Tato, so I'll be right back with a little more with Matt Bella. Here we go. Thank you for joining us in all these wonderful episodes, Matthew.
Yes, absolutely. It's my pleasure to be here, Hans. If you don't mind, I'm just plenty of activity as I prepare our Saturnalia meal, but go ahead.
You'll be back. Old Stumpy will be back, along with a whole bunch of people making fun of his problem with how the order to watch Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's a wrap. And the next episode you'll see should be after Christmas. So,
Hey.
pardon me. Enjoy your whatever you're doing. I guess
Happy everybody.
it's gonna be what? This episode's gonna come out the freaking day before Valentine's Day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day. Then.
Happy De Beers Day. Yeah. Isn't that the deal? De Beers came up with the concept of the engagement ring just to sell diamonds.
Totally.
Or something like that. But it was like they tried to make it a timeless thing. Like people always did this, and it's a tradition. It's like it's not a tradition. De Beers came up with this idea, and then there's the engagement ring, and you're a piece of crap if you don't get a nice one. So, anyways, peace.